Puppy mill dogs take a lot of care and a lot of love. And in this space is where Belinda gives that love.
I have 3 puppy mill dogs. I have Lily Mae, which is in my lap. I have Honey Jewel, and I have Queen Esther. All puppy mill dogs are different, and you cannot, under any circumstances, treat all of them the same because it will not work, okay? So Queen Esther, when she came, she was very traumatized, very nervous. I've only had her for a couple of weeks. She's still standoffish. She is just now starting to come up to the other 2 girls. I had previously adopted 2, and the trauma that they had gone through was so severe that they didn't have a very long life with me. So I adopted 2 more, and they were so traumatized. A lot of people don't understand that the ones that I have came from a dark place. They lived in a dark, cold barn in cages. They were so traumatized, they didn't know anything. They didn't know how to go up the steps. They didn't know how to come down the steps. Some of them never learned to jump up on a piece of furniture because all they've ever known was a cage. And then I have a couple that just turned circles.
Belinda created this space for her dogs to live, eat, and play. In this space, they can be their whole selves and not in cages. And one day they can come out of their own personal cages and blossom into the rambunctious pups they are now.
A lot of my dogs, I let them come to me. This is their living space. I let them experience my love from afar. And eventually they start coming to me closer and closer and closer. So I let them be themselves. And I understand that there are times that you do get a puppy mill dog that you may never be able to touch. And you know what? That's okay, as long as you keep them in a safe place and love them and take care of them. We all have boundaries. Even humans have boundaries. Some of us has been so hurt, we may not want to be touched either. Animals are no different. We have to be able to see their heart and understand what they've been through.
Belinda's deep care for these traumatized pups takes a soft and loving approach.
Honey Jewel, previously, before I got her, she went to a lady, and at night they wanted to put Honey Jewel back in a cage, separate from the living space. They couldn't catch her, so they brought her back to Pam. Pam brought her, and we were sitting and talking, and I told Pamela, I said, I understand that sometime you have to put animal in a cage to protect them. But in Honey Jewel's experience, she didn't want to be in a cage anymore. So when I get my animals, this out here is their space. Honey Jewel, when I first got her, I had to put her bed way back away from everything because she constantly jumped. And I would talk to her and I'd tell her, oh, it's gonna be okay. You're all right, I love you. Here's your food, here's your water. And I let them realize that they're not in a cage anymore, that this is their space. This is their time to be safe, to be free, and just to be themselves.
The true course to happiness is the small things in life and little achievements. Belinda wants to be there to see these tiny changes in their lives and document them along the way.
Some of the happiest moments in their life when they pick up a toy for the first time and start running and playing with it. When my puppy mill girls begin to show affection to one another because they know and smell that they come from the same puppy mill, and I understand because I've been there too. In that joyous moment, they feel that, and they know who you are and that you're showing them love. So my method's a little bit different than some people, but I've had some wonderful dogs, and they loved me. Got a hard heart? Get you a puppy mill dog. It'll soften it up real quick.